Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Shruti. We'll be starting the session in the next 5 minutes. Thanks. Shreya, can we go back to the Unikaksha logo, please? A very good evening to everyone. And we are here back again, connecting on a powerful session from Unikaksha, where we are going to build a chatbot. So all of us, at least once in a week or once in 2 days, we are chatting with the chatbot, and most of these chatbots are automated. So when I say automated, it is going to give you a feel that you are actually communicating with a real person, but you're not actually doing that. These bots are powerfully built in such a way that it mimics a human behavior. It attempts to give you answers just like a human friend would give you. Let's say you are unhappy with a service. This bot is programmed to give you a response, to console you, to apologize, and to gain your trust back again. This is how a normal customer service executive would be doing, right? So until you gain that trust back, and the problem has reached a resolution, this bot continues to chat with you under the perception of a human being. In worst case scenarios, these situations are brought to a human notice. A customer care executive, a real person in the background would connect with you over a call and resolve the issue. But there are rare chances nowadays, given that the number of users on platforms like Swiggy and Zomato, or be it Ola or Uber, given the number of uh, issues raised by these customers, and these conditions where they cannot hire a lot of customer service executives for talking to people, right? So a chatbot is a simple extension, but a brilliant and intelligent extension of a normal IVRS message. So that is where it all started. So it gives you an option. It ends the discussion with a question. So how do you chat? I mean, how do you interact with the IVRS message? When you try to connect with the customer care, it will give you a few options. Press one for the language selection. Then the very first question would be your language selection. Press one for English, press two for Hindi, press three for Tamil or Telugu or whatever the other languages in which you want to get the service. And you know that there is a recorded message that is trying to communicate with you. But in case of chatbots, we do not even know. Nowadays, the most recent experience of mine, highlighted that the bot introduced itself with a human name, with the most common name in the state where I reside. How interesting, right? And how excellent it would be if you know how to build a chatbot on your own. It is just not about asking questions and based on the questions, finding the right answer from a database and giving it to you. It has a lot more sophisticated technologies working in the background that understands your emotion, that understands your current situation, your feedback, and irrespective of what language are you using to communicate that, right? This is how a chatbot is going to solve the problems. We cannot have that many customer care executives. That is one thing. Likewise, we cannot handle every smaller issues with the help of a business professional, right? Some things have to be automated, and ever since these chatbots came into existence, the number of calls required to find a resolution have reduced drastically. That is the power of artificial intelligence. And by the end of today's session, you will build your own chatbot with the help of artificial intelligence. How great is that? And we will be connecting in lot more guru classes like this that highlights the benefits of artificial intelligence and machine learning in the upcoming days and months. So please stay tuned. And once again, thank you for joining this wonderful session. We have Miss Shreya with us. She is an experienced and certified data scientist herself. She has built awesome projects on in artificial intelligence and real life applications that have solved thousands of problems that we are facing on a daily basis. I'm handing over the session to Ms. Shreya. So thank you once again for joining us, and over to you, Shreya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So as sir gave a wonderful introduction to chatbots, chatbots are everywhere today. You can do so much things with chatbots. You can order groceries, you can get yourself a new car, you can get your applications troubleshooted and whatnot. So as sir said that it would be really cool if we can build our own chatbot using Python. So today we will be discussing how chatbots, what are the types of chatbots, what is the architecture, what is the working behind chatbots, and finally we will be doing the demonstration using Python. So let's discuss some terms before we move ahead. So we all know what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means that letting machines think like human beings, letting a computer think like us. So that is artificial intelligence, and that is the backbone of chatbots. We want the application to answer on behalf of a human being. We want the application to be so expert that we think that we are talking to a person only. We are not talking to a machine, but we are talking to a person. And as sir said that now chatbots have evolved so much that you can't really guess that you're talking to a machine. It's so human-like. So this is the simulation of natural intelligence in machines with the help of machine learning, such that the machines are able to learn with experience and perform human-like tasks. So chatbots are so much popular today. We have Alexa, we have Google now, we have so many, and it started back in 1966. So let's just go over a few popular chatbots today. So we have
Your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Please check your connection because
it's audible, ma'am.
Yes, for everyone it is audible.
Shall I continue, sir?
Please go ahead, Shreya.
Okay. So let's go over a little of some popular chatbots today. So we have Apple Siri, we have Alexa. Alexa is very popular. We have Google Assistant, National Geographic, World Health Organization. Almost all the companies actually these days, they are using chatbots because they are so helpful. It's been predicted that almost 80% of the work can be done with the help of chatbots, provided they are accurately implemented. So you have like World Health Organization has a chatbot, and we can access it on WhatsApp, and it was crucial in providing necessary support to people during the global pandemic. So it helped in clarifying many myths and concerns during the pandemic time, and also it was helpful in providing safety measures. So this is an important and popularly used chatbot. Then National Geographic also has its chatbot. So like that, almost every company is using chatbot. Google Assistant is popular. Even Google has a chatbot, which when suppose you want to go for a dinner and you want that the chatbot should book the restaurant for you for a particular day, for a particular place. So Google has designed this chatbot wherein you can just tell that you want, hey Google, I want to go to this place at this day on this time. So what the chatbot will do, it will not really give you a reminder that, okay, you have to do it yourself. It will call up the restaurant, it will do the booking. And when the time comes for you to go, then it will just give you a reminder that you need to go, your booking has been done. So it will do everything for you. So that's really cool, isn't it? That the machine can do everything for us. You just have to give a simple command that I want this to be done. It will call up the restaurant, it will do the booking, and everything is done just on a simple command. So chatbots are evolving. Earlier, like we could just ask Siri that what's the time, what is set my calendar for this meeting, etc. But now it's evolving, and we can ask that, what do you think of this image? What do you think of the song in background? So chatbots are gradually evolving, and it's so popular and so much useful for us. So today we will be discussing all these things. What are the types of chatbots, applications, architecture, and finally, we will use two methods to demonstrate chatbots using Python. So it all started around 1966 when the first chatbot was created named Eliza. It started when Alan Turing asked this question: can machines think like humans? And then came a test which is known as Turing test. So Turing test is basically testing a machine how well it can perform like a human being. So basically a human will ask a question to the computer. We will ask some question to the computer and the computer will answer. So the Turing test tests the machine that how well it can answer the question based on our based on our needs. Like, can it answer as well as another human being, or we may be able to guess that no, it's a machine. So to the degree that the computer can answer the question so perfectly that the person is fooled that it's a human being only on the other side and not a machine, then it will be able to pass the Turing test. So that was a Turing test, and it determined how well a machine can behave like a human. So the history of chatbots go like this. The first one was Eliza. Then Parry came, which was the first chatbot which passed the Turing test. Then Alice, Smarter Child. Then we have Apple's chatbot Siri, Google Now, and Alexa. So right now, Alexa, Siri, all these are very popular chatbots, and they are being continuously used everywhere.
Ma'am,
Yes.
how the first chatbot was used by users in 1996?
You can just Google this Eliza. It's still available. It's a very simple chatbot, actually. Very, very simple chatbot. It cannot answer very complex questions.
Which company had used for what type of use?
Sorry. Can you see?
For what purpose they used the Parry chatbot in 1972?
Actually, we cannot go so much in detail about the history. That this was the first one to pass the Turing test, and it kind of represented a person with paranoid schizophrenia. But we need to move ahead. So maybe we can, if we have time, then we can discuss at the end.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so these are the two types of chatbots. One is a text-based, wherein you ask a chatbot some question using a text interface, and the bot will answer the questions. So that's a text-based chatbot. And the other one is voice-based, like you say something, you speak, you ask a question, and the chatbot will respond to that question. So based on these two different interfaces, either we can ask something or we can tell something to the chatbot via text, or we can tell via voice. So these are the two classifications of chatbots, and we have seen various examples. We have voice-based chatbots like Alexa. So both kinds we are using in our day-to-day life. So next comes, what are the two main approaches used to design the chatbots? So first one is a rule-based approach. So in a rule-based approach, we give the rules. Sorry. So in a rule-based approach, we give the rules as a training data set. So we tell the chatbot that, okay, if this is asked, then this is the reply you will be giving. So if the user says hello, then you will say hello. The user says my name is this, then the chatbot will say hello and the name of the person. So this is a rule-based approach wherein you will be giving the set of answers, questions and answers to the chatbot. So the chatbot can answer to your queries accordingly. So the rules can be simple and complex as well. But sometimes complex may be difficult to handle. So here only those pairs, like which the pairs of questions and answers which are being given to the chatbot can answer as per those only. Next are the more evolved ones. They are more efficient. They are the self-learning chatbots. So the self-learning ones, they use machine learning techniques and they try to learn from the experience. They are not really like we just spoon feed everything to them. They learn by themselves. So today we will be doing rule-based approach only. We will be using two approaches for developing rule-based chatbots.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you explain both the rule-based approach and self-learning approach? Can't able to understand, ma'am.
Not able to understand. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
see, rule-based approach means that we give the chatbot a set of questions and answers. That I tell the chatbot that if you are being asked, if you are being told hello, then you have to give a response hello to the user. Okay, I'm training the chatbot. Basically, I'm training the machine. I'm training the computer that if something is being told to you, then what you have to say in the response. Okay, like a child, you tell the child that if somebody says hello to you, then you have to respond back by saying hello, right? If somebody says that how are you doing, then you have to respond by saying that I am fine, how are you? So we train the machine like we are training a child. We are telling that if somebody asks how is the weather in so and so place, then the chatbot will use his processing and connect to the internet and all, and he will tell that the weather in this place is this and this. Weather in this particular place is this. So that's how we train the chatbot. We train the chatbot as per the rules.
Like Alexa?
You can say yes. We are telling the chatbot that what the response would be in relation to a particular query.
Okay, ma'am. Then self-learning approach means what, ma'am?
Self-learning means that the chatbot will be learning on its own. We are not telling each and everything to the chatbot. So here we will be using some machine learning techniques.
Can you explain with a real-time example for self-learning approach?
See, self-learning chatbots, we will be using some machine learning technique. It will really, we can't really give all the training data to it. So just 1 minute, I'll close the door.
And go to programming now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
What, ma'am, self-learning approach?
Yes. So self-learning, in the self-learning approach, what happens is that the chatbot will learn on its own. We will give some training data set and the chatbot will understand based on the training data set what has to be, what the response will be based on a particular query. And then it will learn from that. So in this, we will be using machine learning techniques. If you know, do you know a bit of machine learning? What is unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning?
Don't know, ma'am.
No, yes. So in unsupervised learning, so what happens is that we give the raw data to the machine and the machine will learn on its own.
Okay, ma'am.
Machine will learn from experience, from the data you will be giving, it will be learning on its own. And
Like robots,
sorry,
ma'am.
robots robots is a very, like, not a very specific term. Robots are just a part of, artificial intelligence, that you are programming the machine to think and work like human beings,
Uh,
right? So machine learning, machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is the broader domain, you can say. So
okay.
it will the self learning approach, the machine is going to use, you connect with the environment and learn based on the experience.
Okay, ma'am.
Like, the data is there and it will classify that, okay, if we had more time, then we could go more in detail on the machine learning techniques which are being used in self learning bots, but we will be focusing on the rule based first.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, one more chatbot is missing, ma'am.
Hi, good evening. Hi, this is Lalit. I'll suggest everyone to please park your questions for the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So some of the applications of chatbots are virtual reception assistant, virtual help desk assistant. Basically, all the things when we are connecting virtually, we are having a virtual teacher also, virtual driving assistant, email. So all these things are using chatbot. Basically, any website you open, you have a chatbot. It will ask you, hi, how can I help you today? So all these are implementations of chatbots only. So a chatbot has a front window. This is the architecture. A front window will be there where we will be able to chat with the chatbot. Then behind the front window or the chat window, we have the interface, which is connecting with the model or the algorithm which is being used. And that model is connecting with the corpus, or you can say the training data, which we are giving. Like in the rule-based approach, we are giving the data that this is the question and this is the answer for the chatbot, and also it will be connecting to the database. So this is the architecture, the front window, interface, and behind that is the algorithm, and then the data is there which we are providing to the model so that it can answer the users' questions, users' queries accordingly. So now let's start building a chatbot. So maybe all of you can open your, if you have PyCharm, then it would be good, or you can try to work on an online platform like REPL IT. So I will share my screen now. We can start working, we can start building the chatbot.
Ma'am, do we need any prerequisites, ma'am?
Yes, we need 2 libraries. If you are using the online platform, then it will automatically import. And if you are using Py, use it using. Yes, you can use Colab, you can use. The libraries to install, we will install together. Don't worry, we'll install. So for the first thing, you can install Tkinter you can install. For the next one, we will need to install more.
Are you sharing anything, Shreya? The screen share has stopped.
Yes, sir. I'm just sharing. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, Shreya.
Okay. So in the first approach, we will be designing a simple chatbot using the Tkinter module, and we will create a text box and a button to submit the user intent. And based on what we ask, the chatbot will give the response. So for this, you will need to install this Tkinter module. So you can all check if you have this. If you are using online version, then it will automatically install when you will import. But if you are using PyCharm, then you will need to check in the Python packages. So from the packages, just check if you have this module available. So here, if it is there, well and good. If it is not there, then you can import it. You can add the package from version control. Okay, so I hope you have got it. So then we can import. We're calling the TK function. We are giving the title. Then we will be defining the function. We will be defining the function in which we will be telling that if the user, what the user is saying and what the chatbot has to respond. So I'm calling the function send. So let's write the code, then we will, when we run it, then we will understand. So here, basically, we are creating a send button. We are creating a window here. We are creating a window, the root window, and we are giving the title as my chatbot, and we are creating a send button down there. So when it is being created, when it will be created, then you will be more clear. I think the online version, you will not. Yes, yes.
Please explain the syntax, ma'am, once again.
Please explain the.
Syntax once again, ma'am. Can't able to understand the code program.
Okay, okay. See, first we are importing this module. That is fine.
Fine, okay, ma'am.
Then we are creating the window. We are creating a window for the chatbot here.
Okay,
As,
ma'am.
right, and
That is
then we
only
are
the root, ma'am.
yeah. We are creating the window using calling it root, and we are giving the title in the third line. Okay, there will be a separate window, and it will be called as my chatbot.
Okay, ma'am.
Right, correct. Now you are making the function in which you will be telling. So let me write, then you will be able to see it more clearly. Basically, how this will work is that it is creating a send button down there, and whatever you are going to write, it will receive, the chatbot will receive, and it will give the response.
What is my send equal u plus e dot get after the def send?
It is the method to get, method
Okay.
to receive the user's query, or the whatever the user is typing down there.
Okay.
There will be a small like how you chat, you have a small window there to write your message. So from there it is receiving, the chatbot is receiving what you are saying.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so I was
End is receiving,
are
ma'am.
you working in the online platform, or you have PyCharm?
Yes, ma'am.
PyCharm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Better work in PyCharm, or even in terminal you can work.
Okay,
In
ma'am.
online platform, I think the separate window does not work.
Okay.
So yeah, better work here offline only. So now see, what now we are doing is that, see, so here, for lower is to convert in lowercase, first of all. So whatever the user is typing, because right now we are making a simple chatbot, we are not making so many complex questions and answers things. So for that simple one, we want that let everything be converted to lowercase, and the chatbot will respond accordingly. Right? So lower is to convert into lowercase. Now, whatever the chatbot is receiving from the user here in e.get, that is being converted to lowercase. Right? So this is fine on the right hand side, and whatever is the final output, that whatever the user is sending after we convert it to lowercase, it is being stored in this variable user. So this is the user's message, the user's query, whatever the user is saying to the chatbot, that is being stored in user. Right? Next, we will use if and else if blocks to tell the chatbot that if the user's question is this, then the response is this. So we will be writing, because we are working on a simple one. The next one will be a little more advanced one. We will be using natural language processing there. So here we are just using simple if and else if, how we can use a simple if and else if block. So if the user says hello, then this will be our response. This will be the bot's response. Okay, so we will be creating the text box. Let's create it here itself. So we are creating the text box in the window. We will be defining the dimensions of the box. So now we will be completing the if and else if blocks, and we will be writing our response, whatever response we want. So we will, in the different if and else if blocks, we will be keep saying that if the user says this, then say this, or so if the user says any of these three highs, then the bot says hello, or if the response from the user is, we can also write like this. So the bot says so like this, we can write more of questions and answers. The user says fine, or the user says,
मैम ये कोड एनाकोंडा जुपिटर पे चल जाएगा?
कोड तो चल जाएगा, लेकिन आपको जो विंडो हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, तो विंडो का डाउटिंग कि वहां पे होगा. डू यू हैव टर्मिनल? टर्मिनल पर रन कर लो अपने.
मैम उसमें ऊपर आपको
पाइथन इंस्टॉल नहीं है.
पाइथन नहीं,
पाइथन इंस्टॉल्ड है. If you have Python installed, then you can work.
मैम आपके ऊपर जो रूट में टी के लिए है वो उसमें अनडिफाइंड बता रहा है, एरर आ रही है. ये
You have to check if you have this module installed. Okay. So like this, you can write as many questions and answers as you want. And then we can have the else block also to respond for any of the queries or messages from the user sites that are not a part of our code, which that we have not told, because remember, this is a rule based approach. So whatever you tell the bot, that much only the bot will understand, that this I have been told, so this that much only it knows to answer. So then we move out of the function, and we can use the delete command to remove whatever has been done once the chatbot is being closed. Okay, so we made the window for the chatbot, we made the text box. Now this is the entry point. You see here we had used the e.get in the function. So this is the entry point where the entry in the text box is being stored in e, and from the e.get we are getting we are obtaining whatever has been entered by the user.
What is tkinter.end?
It's the end, like going the next line, going in the next line with the \n, and then the response of the bot, like one line you will say, one line bot will say.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so with this, now we are creating the button. Calling it send, and the text will be this send in bold letters. And then we run the window. We start the window. For all the methods, you have to now use like this, because earlier I had written from take inter import star. When you write like that, then you don't have to mention the module name every time. But if you write like this import take inter, then you would have to write take inter dot entry, take inter dot button. For every method you have to mention that this is the module. That's why it is coming like that. So are you all getting? Are you getting the chatbot window?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I will share my chatbot window.
Can you paste the code in short window, ma'am?
Okay, I will paste it. Okay, so this is my chatbot. You can see the title there. You can see the send button there, as we had written it in the button command. And then you write anything you want to, and you send it, and the bot will respond like that. So it will only respond to what we have mentioned right now in the code. If you want to ask more, if you want to have more rules, then you can code those as well.
So this output indicates that it indicates the user, and the bot indicates the response which is coming. So due to some space, if the right space was given, then you will be getting the right output, on a line by line basis. And with that note, I would request Lalit to take over the session and give a small talk with the pep talk to the students, participants.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Shreya.
Right.
Hi, good evening, guys. Good evening. Thank you so much for taking out time on a Saturday evening. All you young people, especially on a Saturday evening, shown inclination towards learning what chatbots all are about, and of course, trying to make fun on the session itself. Shreya, thank you so much. I'm not a technical guy, but clearly what you've explained so far, it was, at least 60-70% of it has made sense to me, and I'm actually inclined towards making sure that I should give it a shot as well. So guys, my name is Lalit Seth. I'm not the chatbot that Shreya has created. Wish I was. However, I'm the senior director here, and I take care of strategy, and of course I take care of corporate responsibility and placements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly borrow 10 minutes from you, okay, and we'll share something very interesting. I'm sure few of you would already know what the context is and what I'm about to share, okay. However, I would like to tell you that who we are exactly. And of course, now that you've shown inclination, you're here in this session, and coding along with Sri and trying to make a chat box. I can clearly make it out that you guys have, have that technical prowess. And of course, you are interested in pursuing a technical or an IT career, a great IT career. And at Unikaksha, we are the ones who can actually help you in starting a great IT career. And one of the programs that we offer to start a great IT career is called the TechFit program, which is for full stack developers. Okay, I mean, we actually help you in becoming a full stack developer, and from there on, getting placed into a great organization with a great starting salary package. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just show you 7 slides, okay, quickly. These slides will help you understand that what exactly this program is all about, and how you can actually end up making a great IT career once you get on this program and once you successfully get placed. So just give me 10 minutes. So what do we do, and what we are exactly? So I told you about Unikaksha. Unikaksha, of course, is an ethnic company, and we have been training students all this while. We have been successfully placing them as well. And this program, the TechFit program that we have, we believe anybody who wants to make great inroads into the IT sector, they need this program. And why you need this program? Because if you clearly look at the trends, okay, in last few years, okay, all the trends, especially post pandemic, they say that the unemployment cycle has become very prevalent, especially across the IT space. It's just not in the IT space, but in all the industry. But IT per se, there has been a huge impact. Of course, in fact, because of pandemic, and of course there is a big skill gap that has come in, and because of that, the IT industry overall has been suffering. So clearly, if you can look at the numbers that I've shown you, okay, departments of engineering, arts, MCA, from 2018 till 2021, okay, if you see the trend, okay, you can't bucket honestly, and if you look at the trend, the numbers are just going down, they're sliding down every year, okay, and it's all because that the jobs available in the market are a handful, and the people who are actually struggling to get these jobs, especially the young ones, the freshers, people who are just who are just passing out of the college, or they've already passed out of their college, okay, they are the ones who are struggling to get these jobs, just because they clearly are not that skilled, and the kind of requirements that these companies or the IT industry have right now, they are far fetched and beyond. So it's time for anybody who's in this session to make sure that they start considering that how they can actually end up becoming a full stack developer and can join one of the leading tech companies. Again, just a little more trend coming from the industry, wherein they say that a full stack developer apparently is the in thing. Okay, that's what the industry wants right now. You can be you can be great at back end, you can be great at front end, but clearly what everybody wants right now is a full stack developer who can amalgamate everything, whether it's a front end or a back end. And the full stack developer right now is for any fresher who is just about to get in the industry and become a full stack developer, it's the program to be, and it's the program you should be doing to make sure you get those great salary packages, those heavy salary packages, CTCs have been offered by product companies and leading companies out there. In fact, I don't want to read this out to you. I mean, of course, it's self-explanatory, you can read it out. However, if you go according to NASSCOM reports as well, and all the predictions have been making, by 2025, the Indian IT sector will witness additionally, another need of 2.5 to 3 million jobs, for aspirants, of course, and most of them, more than 90% of them, would be for full stack developers. Okay, and the best part is that the full stack development program that we offer at Unikaksha, it's offered in most of the stacks. Okay, whatever stacks that are available, whether it's a Java, Python, and of course, if you're interested in data science, what we are all here for, that can be a great start for you. So you're spoiled for choice. A curriculum. Okay, Manoj is here. You've been, Shay has already given you 45, 50 odd minutes, and actually has helped you in making a chatbot. So clearly, if you look at our curriculum, okay, we are instructor led. All of our classes, this entire program is an instructor led program, whereas somebody is going to teach you whichever route you take, whether you take the Java or the Python route. Okay, we will have instructors, trainers with loads of industry experience behind them. They are the ones who will train you, will make sure that you are well prepared, well trained, and of course you're ready to get that amazing job in the IT industry. So if you look at the curriculum, we cover aptitude, we cover communication. Of course, as I said, there are 3 tracks. One is, of course, Python with data science, where we will do Python programming, managing data, web development, machine learning, data science, and of course you will have your projects as well. We have a stack. We have a merge stack as well. Of course, the duration is anything between 4 to 6 months, because that would include your placement as well. But there we cover the entire foundation of programming: USGS, algorithm, React.js, Node.js, MongoDBS, AWS, and of course there are 3 capstone projects as well. Java, has been there for so many years now, and still is this the flavor of the season. And of course, if you look at the Java stack, we'll cover the entire foundation of programming. Of course, there's going to be object-oriented programming, SQL, JDBC, algorithm thinking, UI, advanced Java, Spring Boot. So everything that has to be covered in each and every track to make sure that you become a great full stack programmer developer. Okay, we'll make sure that we cover that, because this curriculum has been carefully designed. It's a bespoke curriculum that has been designed for for the industry, okay, and all the leading players, whether it's a it's a big company in the IT space, a service integrated company, or a company which is into into product as well. Of course, what we also offer, if you look at our overall value proposition, okay, as I said, it's the entire training and instructor led, okay, and of course, if you look at the overall learning that would happen, okay, it's going to be extremely immersive, hands-on learning, which would include great projects. Okay, so we'll have projects, hackathons, lot of real world format mock interviews as well, because we clearly prepare you on your soft skills, communication skills, and we get ready. We make you ready for the industry as well. Of course, we have a huge repository of lessons, videos, which will be shared with you on ongoing basis. So whenever you do an instructor-led live class, post that the recordings are shared with everyone. Of course, there are weekly assessments, and of course, the entire thing is AI powered, and it comes in multilingual as well. What we also do for is that we offer exclusive support for placement as well, and that's the big thing right now. Okay, there are very few apparently you can make sure that as soon as you clear your program, as soon as you complete your program, you get placed with one of the leading organizations at a great starting package of say starting from 5 lakh rupees, and sky's the limit from there. So we would also help you in making sure, along with getting your placement, what is also required, there are few basic steps you need to cover so that you are ready to face those interviews, those challenging interviews that would come towards you, especially from the industry. We'll help you build a very strong resume. Of course, we'll help you prepare a project presentation as well. We'll give you personalized career mentoring, which is extremely important, because see, remember, if you open your hands, okay, you can see that not all fingers are equal, right? So this is not one size fits all strategy. Okay, and there is individual attention given to each and every one to make sure that you're trained well, all your technicalities are in place. Plus, post that, the softer side of the business comes in, wherein we train you on making sure how you attend interviews, and clearly uh, cracking those interviews and starting a great career. And of course, we have we do refresher sessions on company specific drives as well, because if you look at the broader perspective, on one side there'll be product companies who will have a certain requirement, who will look at niche skills and technologies, where of course you will learn in this program. But on the other side, you will have companies who probably look at the broader spectrum, wherein for them your pure basics, and of course your overall business and soft skills will be very important. A lot of mock interviews to make sure that you're prepared, and of course along with the program, as I said, there's going to be weekly mock tests as well, so that you're always on your toes, and you're learning what's been taught to you in class. And of course, it's we keep it very omnipresent. Okay. What we also offer you, as I said, that the most important thing is that we help you in making sure. I'm sorry, can you please stop that? Whosoever is this? Thank you for that. We also help you to get a great opportunity. Okay, as I said, that's the cherry on the top. Okay, that's the most important thing that anybody would actually get into a program like our TechFit program. We help you in making sure that you get an opportunity with one of the global giants. Okay, a great company, whether it's a product company or a service company. In fact, there are some starting facts, and you'll be very happy to know that what we have been doing so far is that, we are making sure that we're doing at least 20 plus tries every month. The best thing is that, the 30% of people who enroll in this program, they get their job offers before, even before they complete the program, they get the job offer. And the best part is that, within the span of, say, 30 to 60 days, as you complete the program, more than 80% people, they get placed. Okay. As I said, we'll help you in getting a premium package, especially with, working with a great company. So our packages usually start from 5 lakh rupees. And, we have close to 100 plus recruitment partners who are working with us right now. Of course, here the names are mentioned on the right. But then, that's the USP of this program. Great training, and post that training and certification, you get a great opportunity to work with one of the top global companies in India. Of course, what is required? The program eligibility, the most important thing. Okay. What we want you to have is zero coding knowledge. But what I see in this room, there are a lot of people who I believe know coding. I can see there are people who are actually, are probably not on the expert level, but they're on the, intermediate level. And, that's a great thing that you already know coding and you have an inclination towards this. However, this is a program which is for somebody who does not know coding. Okay. So clearly, if you think you don't know coding and you still want to make a great IT career, this is a place for you. This is a program for you. We don't want you to know any coding. We'll make sure that we teach you everything from bare basics, starting from, say, a -1, -2, not even 1. Of course, if you have an engineering degree, and engineering, you need that too from core branches, because we prefer people coming from core branches, because most of the people from CS and IT, okay, for them things are, a lot more easier compared to people who come from core branches, for example, mechanical, civil, triple E, and EC, because for them there are ample opportunities out there. Of course, there is a big competition too, but then clearly, it's a great opportunity if you're a BTech mechanical, civil, or electrical engineer, or an EC engineer, and you're still looking for that great opportunity. You want to start that career, because look at the industry right now, especially post pandemic. Okay, there aren't too many opportunities available for especially those students who come from core branches. If you've done your BSc in CS IT science, great. You're an MCA, even better. You're a BCA, great, no problem whatsoever. And of course, if you have if you've done your graduation or your engineering, okay, sorry for that. If you've done your graduation engineering and you're from, say, starting from a 2017 till 2023 batch, everybody, okay, is welcome. Please come in. If you think that you're passed out in 2017, 18, or 2019, and you're still struggling to find that first opportunity, that first IT job, okay, please don't think no more. This is the place for you. Come in, get trained by the best, and get that job opportunity. Okay, get that first IT opportunity that you've been looking for. What we offer, of course, I'm quickly summarizing for you. What we offer is, of course, industry-ready curriculum, which I've already covered. Our instructors, of course, you've already, you've been learning from Shreya from last 45 minutes. Manoj, of course, is the one who actually leads everything. So our instructors are, they have been there in the industry for very long. They've been doing this, and of course, there'll be a program mentors. Our overall curriculum, as I said, is real time. It's based on all what the industry is looking for. Okay, so it's fresh. It covers the best of and the latest of technology. So you don't worry about the curriculum as well. Exclusive support for enhanced placement outcome. Okay, and that is something that we are really proud of. Okay, two things that we are really proud of course, is our training capability, how we train our people, and of course how we place them. So placement, if it's there in your head, okay, that's the first thing that you would look for whenever you think of getting into a program. Think no more. This is a place for you, and we offer you 100% job guarantee. Okay, if you're willing enough to put that effort, okay, we can make sure we can take the horse to the water, but we cannot make you drink. Okay, so please remember, we have enough companies out there who are all set and ready to hire you. It's just that you have to put in that effort. Okay, and there is one guarantee I can give you right now, that if you put in 80% of the effort, okay, if you're there 80%, I'll make sure that we put in 100% of effort to get you that elusive opportunity, the exclusive opportunity. Okay, I'm going to take one last quick minute. Sorry, if I've bored you, but then that's how chatbots usually are. Okay, and the best part is for this program is that if you want, we have options. We have numerous options available to pay the program fee. And one of the options that we have is that that you can actually pay after getting placed. Okay, We are one of those programs available in the market right now, okay, which is extremely pocket friendly for a student. Okay, you really don't have to spend a lot. However, just to make the suite a lot more, sweeter for you, to make the deal a lot more sweeter for you, it becomes, difficult for any student right now to arrange that kind of money, or somebody who has been looking for a job and is dependent on his or her family. As far as their finances are concerned, you don't have to worry at all. Okay, just make up your mind. Just make that promise to yourself that this is something that I have to do to make sure that I have a great career. Okay, and you still believe that money is something that's stopping you. Okay, please don't stop yourself. Please get in touch with us. We'll be sharing all details with you as soon as I finish this conversation and pass on the baton to Shreya. We'll share all the details with you in the chat. You can reach out to us, okay, and you don't have to worry that I have to pay and then only I can start the training. What you pay is just a minimum amount, and once you get successfully placed, then you can actually pay the remaining of the fee, which is the major chunk. So this is Shreya. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is something that I wanted to cover. Okay, and we'll be more than happy to take any questions that you have. Okay, if you want to reach out to us, we'll be sharing all the required details, our phone numbers, our emails. Of course, you can get onto our website anytime. You can take details from there as well. And just in case you have any questions right at the end, once you have solved all your technical queries, okay, I'll be around. Of course, my team is around here as well, and we'll be more than happy to help you to enroll in this program. Okay, so please don't think no more. Okay, this is a great platform. It's a great opportunity. We have some great mentors and instructors like Shreya here, who can actually bring in that difference in your life and can actually help you in learning the right stuff, which is of course very, very, very industry relevant. And then once you're ready, all set and ready, me and my team will make sure that you get placed in one of the leading IT organizations, whether it's product or service integrator. That's our headache. You please pass on that headache to us and just join the program, do the training, and get ready to work with one of the leading organizations. So thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you so much, Manoj. Thank you, all of you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, it really goes to show that on a Saturday evening, if you guys are still around, it really goes to show how serious you are, and what clearly your intention is towards your careers. Thank you so much once again. Shreya, over to you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thanks, Lilith, for that pep talk and to make us realize what is happening in the industry. Over to you, Shreya. You can continue. And now we are going to. So, in the previous session of Shreya, we have discussed how this rule-based response of a chatbot will work. Right? You give in a particular question. If that question is there, then the chatbot gives a response. But now we are going to dive into deeper topics, where we are going to use some advanced libraries for bringing in the responses automatically. Over to you, Shreya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I've sent the code for those who have asked me. You can run this and check if you're getting the chatbot. Try to ask the questions. You will get the corresponding answer. If you ask something which you have not put as a rule there, then you will not get the answer. So now we will move to the next approach. We will be using natural language processing now. So let's get back to PyCharm. So now we will be using this library NLTK, which stands for Natural Language Toolkit, and it deals with natural language processing applications, and one of them is Chatbot. So for those who don't have this, you can check from here. You have the Python packages. You can check NLTK. So I have it here. But if you don't have it, like suppose this is not there, then you can install from here. Please don't write on the screen. Thank you. So you can install NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, from here, and then we can start working. So I will be importing this module. So now from this module, Natural Language Toolkit, we are importing two things. We are importing chat. Chat is a class which contains the logic for processing the text data that the chatbot will be receiving, and then how the chatbot will be giving the response. So this class chat contains that logic, that how the chatbot will give a response to the text which it is going to receive. Next is reflections. So reflections is a dictionary. If you know Python, then you know what a dictionary is. Dictionary is a collection of data items in which the data items are stored in the form of key and value. So for each key, there is one value. So we can print reflections also, and we can check what reflections look like. So this reflections is a dictionary, and it contains input and output. So input is the key and the corresponding output is the value. So we can also create our own dictionary, but for the time being, we can use this reflections from the Natural Language Toolkit module. So if you want, then you can print reflections as well and see what it looks like.
हाँ मम्मी को दे गए थे भैया वो कल आए
Okay, my chatbot was still open. Yeah, so there you see down there, the reflections library is being printed. So for I am, you have the response you are. So you see each of the text and the response, the input and corresponding output. So you will be saying I am, correspondingly bot will be responding like this. So this is not the complete response, but this is like, you know, some basic input output pairs which will be useful for the bot to do the natural language processing part, to understand the text which is being entered by the user. So these are the common ones for I am, you are, I was, you were, I, you. So some simple ones are here. You see, a lot of them are there, which the bot can use to generate the right response. So now we will start building the logic for the chatbot. So again, this is a rule-based approach, but advanced than what we have done previously. So we are using now natural language processing. So we have to create the rules again. So we can create the pairs of rules like this. So we have to write the pairs one by one. So here we'll start with the first pair. then the response. So first is the user's text and then the bot's response. So this %1 is the text from here. This point, this dot star, the text in dot star will be taken here, is represented here as %1. So this is our first pair. Then we move to the next pair. So now suppose the user is saying hi, or so this stands for or hey or hello. Then the bot responds as it could be hello. So you have multiple responses here possible. So like this, we keep on creating different pairs. So let's work with these three, then we can add more. Let's test our bot first. So after this, we have to define the function which is going to start the process. It's going to start the bot. This will be the entry message. Right, that's how you, whenever you encounter a chatbot on any web page, that's how it looks like. Then it's very simple. This one, you just have to call the class that we have imported from natural language library and send the pairs which we have created above and the reflections library, the reflections dictionary. Then we can just initiate . So you see this chatbot It's saying, hi, I'm Chatbot created by Unikaksha for your service. Now you can enter your text. So it is saying hello. You can check from the pairs that what is the text by the user and the corresponding output. Then so let's test all the pairs. You see, looks very much like human response. So if we want, we can add more pairs. You can add as many pairs as you want.
What is R in front of every string?
This is the syntax to tell that this is the text from user and this is going to be the response of the bot. So I hope you all have been able to make your own chatbot by now. Whenever you want to use any input given by the user, then you will be doing like this. Like suppose we ask, then the response of the chatbot will like this. So %1 indicates whatever was being entered in the place of this. Let's test the code now. Now you have to check because we are working as per the rules. Let's check all these. So this is another chatbot that we have created. In the previous one, I would like to go back to the previous code also.
So
Just check this code which I have sent.
sound नहीं आ रहा.
Is it okay now? Am I audible?
Yes, Shreya, you're audible.
Just check. Just
स्क्रीन
check.
का वो व्हाइट कर दिए, वो ब्लैक है ना, वो अच्छा दिख नहीं रहा है. व्हाइट कर बैकग्राउंड.
Sorry. Where is the code? I've sent the code. Just check the code once. And I would like that you all run it and we can discuss if there is any problem. I will send the next one also. So in the previous one, I made some changes to add the spaces for the user's input and the chatbot's output. So if you can run, then it will be nice. Where can we find the code? I have sent you the code for the first one. I'll send this code for the second one also.
Ma'am, where you send the code?
I sent in the chat. Just let me know if you are able to access that. Let me send the second one meanwhile.
Ma'am, can you send the code again, please?
Yes, I will send. I'm sharing the code. Meanwhile, if anyone wants to ask something or discuss something, we can do that.
Before the doubt solving session, I would like to request the participants to fill in this poll, and post that we'll have our question and answer sessions. So I request all the participants to fill in the poll so that we can continue with the Q&A session. Thank you for your awesome responses. Over to you, Shreya, for the doubt solving session.
Okay, so thank you. So as everyone is asking for the code, maybe I can paste it in the chat. Is this okay now? Everyone has received. So this is the first one. And this is the second one. Okay, so both the codes are there with you now. You can add more pairs, more rules into your chatbot, make your own chatbot, flaunt it to your friends. So anyone would like to ask something, anything to discuss? As sir said, the certificates would be sent to your emails, so you don't have to worry about that.
The certificates can be shared on your LinkedIn. So showcase your portfolio, your skill sets on LinkedIn and other social media platforms as well. So that will help a lot of your friends and a lot of others to know what Unikaksha is doing and how to upskill themselves. The most important thing which you have to understand is now that you know how to build a chatbot with Python, and it is almost as simple as writing a piece of code that accepts an input and process that and deliver an output. The thing here is everyone can write this piece of code. Am I right? All of us can simply write, hi. What should be the response for hi? And if the bot should ask a name, then what should be the response after getting the name. So you have to think of different scenarios. Let us say you are going to take up an application like Zomato, and you are facing a unhappy customer. What are the probable questions that will be coming into a bot? That the food was not right, that the delivery executive was not professional, or yeah, the delivery executive was late, the price is overcharged, or I do not get coupons often, or my coupons are not working. A lot of scenarios are there, right? So when you are building a chatbot for a specific application, you have to think of a wide array of questions that that can probably pop up from the users. The more number of questions you automate, the chatbot would be taking care of it itself. If you are leaving out some important scenarios, then you may have to transfer the call to a real person. Am I right? So how do you build a comprehensive chatbot? A comprehensive list of answers for a chatbot to respond. That is where data science and data science comes into the play. When I say data science, obviously you can split this term data science into two. Data is there, science is there. Everything with a smartphone, whatever you are doing on a smartphone, is used for a business purpose. This is let alone by Zomato or Swiggy or any chatbot, as far as I'm speaking about. This is applicable to any type of application you are using on your mobile phone or your laptop or a computer, right? You previously you would have come across this scenario when you are conducting when you are searching for a shoes, maybe a watch, maybe, right? When you open your email, you would probably, there are almost 99% chances that you will be seeing a similar advertisement to that, right? These applications are programmed to make use of your information, your preferences, likes, dislikes for their business purposes. At one point of time, back then, when the smartphones were introduced, it wasn't like this. All of you know this concept of object oriented programming, right? Everyone is associated with, I mean, every programming which you are doing will be associated with an object. Whatever you are giving, whatever input you are feeding into the system, everything is known as an object. But now everything is associated with the data. Every data will in turn take them into a business prospect. You like something, you search for something, or everything becomes a, a potential business for some vendor out there. Let's say you are searching for a job, okay, and you have been extensively doing that. What will be the keywords which you are going to give on Google? A specific role. Let's say you are searching for a job as a full stack developer. Full stack developer. Then you will obviously be checking in a nearest city. Am I right or not? Now, this query is going to be a business prospect for companies like Naukri and Times Job or Monster Jobs or whatever companies are out there that gets benefited by your by giving you the right job, right? Let's say you are searching for an internship program. What are all the companies that are going to give you this internship opportunities? And that is how your information is being used. I'm not saying that that is the wrong thing, but it is how internet works, right? The term object oriented programming has been outdated, and in nowadays we are working with a concept called data driven design. Every application you are going to build is based on data. For data, for efficiently managing this data, you require a lot of research, and this is not only for software companies. Data science is an interesting domain where you learn a lot from this data. Thousands of people have given negative reviews about a restaurant on Swiggy or Zomato. Can you tell me what is going to happen? They are going to remove remove that restaurant from the list itself because it is not serving the purpose. If you previously we believed, right? We always say this to ourselves: if you don't like the faculty, you will not like the subject. How many of you agree with me? If you like the faculty, no matter how hard the subject is, you will start liking the subject also. But if you do not like this faculty, we will start hating the subject no matter how easy it is. Just like that, disliking a particular restaurant and getting a lot of negative reviews on for a specific restaurant will eventually make you dislike that platform itself. When such applications intend to improve their business, they have to carefully analyze all these information collected from the users. It may be a simple click, it may be a simple feedback which you are giving, but based on that feedback, these companies are going to improve their businesses. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, you have to think from a wider perspective. You cannot define every question and answer which is going to be asked, right or not? You cannot program something like that. That is where data science comes in, machine learning comes in, and on top of it, artificial intelligence is gaining so much popularity, and there is a huge number of vacancies out there for business analysts and business machine learning experts. So make sure you are starting to think like a data scientist. You are starting to think like an expert for building applications. That is how a full stack developer is supposed to work. So anything related to these concepts, if you have any questions, myself, I'm Manoj Kumar. I'm the director of program management at Unikaksha. Myself and Shreya will be very happy to answer your questions. Like I mentioned, the certificates and the code will be shared with you through your emails. And apart from these questions, if you have anything related to the topic, if you have anything related to jobs, placements, skill level, whatever the question may be, please feel free to ask. So Ashraf, to answer your query, the problem with sending it to WhatsApp is we have an automated engine. We have built an automated engine for sending the certificates out to emails. So, it is that is the problem, from sending it to WhatsApp, but we will still try to send it to you over WhatsApp. Assuming there aren't any questions, we wouldn't take much of your time, and we will wind up the session. Okay. Could you please Titanic data set? We will definitely plan for a session, on Titanic data set using linear logistic regression, decision trees, support vector machines, random forest, and XGBoost. It is most probably going to be in Python. Uh, that is really wonderful, and we will be having this session planned in near future. So to answer Prabjot Arora's question, you will be receiving your certificates by Monday or Tuesday maximum. Is there any other question which I can help you with? Thank you, Keval Bhatt. Yes, this is available on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to quickly share this video. So what I'll be doing is, just give me 1 second. I'll quickly share this video so that you can always have a look at this. So this is our, YouTube, whatever the link has been posted in the chat box, right? So that will take you to our YouTube channel and this specific session as well. So, Manjit, can you please copy Ashraf's mail ID?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, Ashraf's mail ID. Right. Shreya, Prabjot has asked a question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So main loop is like when you are starting the chatbot. So that's like a continuous loop. That's like a continuous service that's going on. So that is what is meant by main loop. Anything else?
So I thank everyone for your wonderful participation, active participation on a Saturday evening. It was really wonderful meeting you all guys. Thank you, Shreya, for your wonderful session. Thank all the participants, and I thank the operations team for their support. Hope to see you next week. So we at Unikaksha will be delivering a real-time problem solving session on every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You can follow us on social media. You can expect the live session scheduled on YouTube channel on our YouTube channel. So hope to see you in our upcoming sessions. Thank you so much, everyone, for your wonderful time. Yes, Astra, it is done.